We are back. Courtney Rollins, Aqua Team Properties, here to do my live cold calls. And yeah, that's how we do it. Wholesaling real estate investment properties. The art of finding discounted properties, locking them up. What you do after that is on you. But it all boils down to talking to sellers. So you have to do that. Not necessarily, well, some people love it, some people enjoy it. I'm more in the, I don't necessarily enjoy it, but I do enjoy the process. I really appreciate the grind and the process of just putting in the work and earning the right to I fire myself out of this position. So until then, we're gonna do this. So if you're on Facebook or Instagram and all that stuff, uh, hit likes, reply, and all that good stuff. I see my man G Adams just said rising tides does lift all sails. Yep, absolutely, brother. And then my mama, hey, my mama go hard, the inbound manager. Keep it in the family with the brothers and my mom. What's up, Miss Cleo Rollins? How you doing today? I'm doing well. I'm about to make some calls. Let's see. So let's see what I'm doing here. So we use, we have a whole system in place to help us be able to reach our goals. I heard someone say today that a person doesn't rise to their mission, their ability, they fall to their systems. It's just impossible, but I have systems in place that allow me to keep this thing going. Very challenging to sustain it.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
David Jones
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, David, how's it going? This is Courtney, just giving you a call back about the property over there in Growth Mill Drive. I think you spoke to one of my team members late last year, and I'm the acquisition manager, just following up. Do me a favor, if you're not interested in selling your property, just text us or call us and let us know. We'll make sure we update our records. We don't want to bug you. But if you are interested in selling, or if you have other properties you may be interested in selling, especially something that you love, please reach out to us or feel free to hit us as well at 443-659-0829, 443-659-0829. So what's awesome about this customer relation management system that I use, Simply, is that it's like a one-stop shop. I can text, I can email, I can send I can call, of course. You can have templates of messages that you already have set up, so you can just hit send and go. I'm going to say, hey, Dave, just checking in on Growth Mill Drive. Is it available for cash sale? And you just putting seeds out there all day, fishing all day, smiling and dialing, right? And then once you get a yes or maybe, then it's time to actually cultivate that lead and follow up, and we'll hit the yes or maybe button, and it'll shoot it up to our CRM, which is Simply. Sorry, I was looking at a note here. Simply. And I want it. Let's see what's going on here. It's key. think I know what I have to do. He's expecting me to call from a different number. Let's see. I'll have to call him on my. I'll just take notes on here.
Hey, was that you? Just you that called?
Yeah, I was calling for my work line. How are you doing there?
Okay. Yeah, I didn't recognize that number.
Oh, yeah, I
Hey,
understand
Courtney.
that.
Hi.
How are you doing there, Misha?
Oh, had a good day. Nice day to be out, a little warmer.
Yeah, it was.
Thawed, my blood thawed a little bit.
Yeah. How's business going? Are you able to get in front of some kids and get in front of people, create some hats?
No. I had one event the last year.
Yikes. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I have to sit on my hands a while and,
Boy.
accept what is.
Breathe in and out and repeat as necessary. But I know that can be challenging when you're relying on that. One, it brings so much joy to people, but also it's just, it sucks that you just can't do it. Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully those knuckleheads will get vaccinated and we'll all get back to somewhat semblance of normal.
Some type of normalcy. Yeah. So the Arlington property over there, it's, what's going on?
Well, just that I'm just consolidating. I'm having having a studio shed built on my property here in Lauraville, and move my operation here, all my hat making stuff, and workshop here.
So you're actually building right now?
I won't need that property down there any longer.
So you're actually building right now?
No, it's I've done the groundwork, gotten prep for it to be. It's going to be on posts, so it doesn't have a foundation other than a pier foundation. So I wanted to put a perimeter around it with stone underneath, because to keep it nice looking. So that's my job part of it. And now wait till February. I have a contractor already on the job on it.
Oh, that sounds like it'd be lovely to be able to literally work at home. I guess a lot of us are doing that now, some forced, but yeah. How much does a job like that cost?
Well, I priced some prefab. It's like 18 by 12. So it's a pretty nice sized studio. So a prefab of a very good company, it's about 19,000 without it comes stacked. So you have to assemble.
Oh, wow. It's
then there's about $3,000 delivery charge.
And then you just connect the dots. You follow the directions and connect the dots.
Like Tinker Toys. Except for if I spend that much money, I went and when I priced it out and have a local. The one that did the addition on this house gave me a bid for $1,800 everything. So I'm just going to have somebody build it, not worry about all the construction myself, putting those part A with part A and part B with part B.
That'd be a little nuts. Yeah, that would drive. That's the part I would not be as confident that I would be able to do.
It would be a lot of work still, and so we're talking a little less money. Super insulated, so gonna go with that.
Oh, that sounds nice. Well, let's see. So we're over here thinking about the Arlington property, and as you know, my cash. What we can do with it for cash is going to be a lot lower than what we would do if we did it on terms. But I'm not sure if you're looking more for like a lump sum, or if you're looking for the tax benefits, or it really depends on what you want done, that we can try to model something that works for both of us around that.
Okay, so cash buyout, what are you looking at?
So for cash buyout, because it's going to need a full rehab,
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we need, if it's gonna be a cash buy, we need it south of 40,000.
Yes, that won't happen. That's not going to work for me. Okay, so let's talk about what was your other arrangement similar to what you had before?
I think before I think we were talking about, oh, I have it, oh, I should pull it up right here. I think we were talking about 85 and we said a down payment of 5 and at 4% annualized interest. I don't see yep, there it is. So I don't, well, I guess I didn't go through the amortization schedule to see what that monthly payment would be that I would charge, but yeah.
Okay. I'd like you to be in for a little bit more.
Of the down payment.
I'd like to have some more dog in this show.
I hear you. What are you thinking?
10.
10K. And if I can get the 10K down payment approved, because I'm just going to shoot it to my team, shoot it to Shanita, and we got a couple more folks on our team, but it shouldn't take too long. When, what's your timeline? What are you guys looking to get this 10K in your pocket?
Well, what I would like is that I would still have access to the shed for a set amount of time until this other shed is finished.
Oh, I get to write the word easement. I get to sound fancy. It's called like an easement, I think, when you get to have access to a space, I believe.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would want that, that you would have access to the whole house, and I would just have access to the shed.
Okay, access to shed. All right, I'll just shoot that over to David, see if they can write that up.
And then we obviously we specify the time on that.
All right. And like we said, but as far as the timeline to close these, I would have to get a lien search and make sure we have clear title. And that can take 3 days, 15 days, 30 days. Just depends on what you need, and we can push some people in the city to get it done, or we know that we have a little bit of time.
All right, now here's the consideration. I do have that tenant, so he needs to have a notice. I have to give him notice.
Oh, I got you.
And he's the one that has, the vet.
Yeah.
The veterans are not helping him at all.
Yeah, I was working with his sister. That's where I was getting stalled. I couldn't get really any information from the from HUD or from the VA. And
yeah.
Okay, so a notice for the tenant. So is that like a 60-day notice or a?
Yeah, I'd say 60 days.
All right, so I'll earmark that. Okay, I'm gonna try to get that. What else are you thinking that you would need to feel comfortable moving forward?
Well, part of it was that when you're doing work on it, that if you should have a catastrophe, what am I left holding then? I mean, my concern was if you collapse, say the building collapsed,
right,
and you just kind of walk away. What is my liability in that? And where do we stand with that?
Yeah, that would be a really tough situation, in that situation, however, the property is secured by the promissory note is secured by the property. You would receive the property back. It wouldn't be a challenging process. It wouldn't be fun because, who wants their property back after all that? But that's essentially, you're secured by the promissory note. So if I default, or if me or my partners default at any point, and same thing with you, if you let's say you decided to try to sell it to someone else or things of that nature, we wouldn't be able to come after. We would have a legal right to the property, so we would be able to, state our claims for what our damages are. But let's say I get hurt, or my contractors are in there, and then all of a sudden they can't finish. I mean, that is the challenge and the risk, that you do have the property with all the stuff that's been fixed up or whatever there, and all the rest of the unfinished work there. But it's secured by the properties, pretty much is what I'm saying.
And I don't know that there would be any insurance company that would cover that property with this agreement. That would be a consideration. If I could get insurance for the property, with it.
Like we would have to, because we legally would have to get our insurance for it. And so I don't know if there's a special type of insurance for someone who's like you're basically the bank right here in that situation, or you're the bank, you're the lender. I know we have to have insurance, so I usually work with the big major ones like State Farm or Nationwide to provide us with the insurance we need. But let me look into it, see if the seller has any insurance. But I have to keep, we have to keep insurance up on the property by law, and it's just smarter for us.
Okay. Well, all right. So I'm holding the deed essentially until it's paid off.
Actually, well, no, this is actually a seller finance. So you're the bank, just like the bank transfers the deed. I wouldn't receive, I would be able to remove the lien that you have on the property once it's completely paid off. And that's why if I go get hit by a bus or go run off to Mexico, then you receive the deed and the property back because it's secured by the note we created and is recorded.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then therefore I'm responsible for the taxes, the insurance. I get to get the benefits of what a tax break, but I also am responsible for, I have to maintain everything that's supposed to be maintained as a property owner on the property. It also allows me to refinance out sooner because we have the deed, we can take it to another lender or money partner.
Mm-hmm. And that is your goal, is to flip as soon as possible, I guess?
Yes, well, to flip, to get to, we like Holland's Market, we like staying in there. Now, if I show it to some of my other partners and they say, yeah, let's go for the flip because the market is so crazy, then we'll go for that. But that's a space where I think that's a place to hold on to. I think it's finally going around. What do you think about Holland's? I'm surprised you're leaving.
Well, it's that corner lot,
the big old
corner building. They're just sitting on their hands, and I guess they're waiting for some big tenant to make a commitment. Right. And I've at this point, I just have other things I can invest that money in.
Right, I got you. All right. So
the biggest concern is any damage done to the property and you walk away from it.
Right. That's definitely an issue. That's definitely a concern.
So let me check on insurance for that, okay?
Well, sounds good. And what I can do in the meantime is, there was one other thing that you want. Oh, you want the easement in there. I'm going to see if we can get, if we can double the down payment and get it up to 10K. There was one other thing. Oh, and the tenant notice of 60 days, I have to send it back. And I'll also do some homework on my end and see if there's any insurance for basically the bank seller finance. Can you insure the note? Is there insurance on the note or anything that would happen?
Yes.
So we can apply.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so how about I give you a call tomorrow? Is that enough time for us to do a little homework? Or
I can check with the insurance, see if they do it, or look online, see what's available.
Okay, let me look at it. I'm looking at my calendar for tomorrow.
I mean, we can say later in the week. It's not a life or death situation here.
Sounds good. All right, how about Thursday after? How about Thursday? I'll call you in the afternoon around this time, after 5.
Sounds good.
All right, and that'll give me time to do my homework over here.
All right, Courtney.
All right, take care, Misha. Take care.
Thanks,
tell Linda I said hi. All right. seller finance deal up in Holland's Market. That's a hot spot too. And I love seller finance deals. You get to go in at like, you know, such a small point level, entry level. And then what's also cool is that it benefits the seller too. They don't have to pay that huge capital gain tax that Uncle Sam is coming for. Oh, here he called back. Hey, Misha.
Hey, Courtney.
Hey.
One other thing that I didn't know was
Mhm.
whether you had a hesitancy, but it had to do with permits.
Mhm.
That I would have to have assurance that you were getting permits for any of the work. All right.
Gotcha. Yeah, let me put that down. I mean, we would have to do that anyways. Baltimore City is, you know, Baltimore City, but yeah. All right, let me make a note that we can put that in writing.
Okay. All right.
All right, take care. I'll
Talk to you
talk to you later. Bye-bye.
All right.
One thing that I need to slow down on is just slowing down. He has an issue. Any question the seller gives you is an obstacle, and it's an opportunity for you to build rapport and to, you know, respond to that. But I think I respond too quickly with, oh, I can fix that. Oh, I can fix that. Because, oh, sorry, I'm doing two different things. Because no one likes to be like, you know, you don't want to sound like steel breath or like you're just selling. So, and plus people like to feel like they, you know, they got something to earn something. So when he asked something about the tenant in 60-day notice or something like that, I could have been a little more not so acquiesced, I guess. So easily seemingly acquiesced, you know, put a little struggle, a little hesitation in there so that he can feel like he fought. I don't know if that makes sense to you all, but it's I'm definitely about to make a note about this. All right, so here it goes. There's a bunch of stuff here that I gotta take notes here. Is ready to sell, bought, built a shed that cost about $18K. I was trying to figure out how much it cost him so that I could know like how much money is this dude really needing, especially if it's seller finance. Because if I can match his needs and his desires with that price, then I can, you know, hopefully get a more discounted price for my family, for my investors and stuff. He said build a shed, cost about $16K, needs to give his tenant 60-day notice. Should you have catastrophe? Oh, wants to know if he can have insurance, which he technically can, but I mean, he can't. He technically can have insurance just as long as it's the right type of insurance that says what is going on there. And if I or my partners have insurance on the property, we just can't make two claims on that because that's insurance fraud. He wants 10K. I said 10K. I think I said that 10K down at 4%. So I could turn around and either just do the work self, go find some money partners and do the rehab ourselves. But I don't like rehabs. Or I could show this property to investors out there and say, hey, you want to come in as a partner, you know, put 20 down, 15K down, 25K down, take over and make these monthly payments. And then you would, you know, they would, all they have to do is provide the rehab loan there. That could really work. There's so many ways to make this thing happen, but I'm glad that I stayed in touch with Misha. This is a follow-up that has been going on for about a year and a half. You hear me sound like best buds. Let's see. And I'm going to call back Thursday. Misha's a sweetheart too. He's an awesome guy. He has a lot of like work he does in the city. I'm going to try to get him to my school. Oh, what if he could work with us? Vacation day. But anyways, I digress. And we're moving forward, folks. Money Mass, what's up, Masner? Up in this bad boy. What's up, friend? What's the deal? I can't even coordinate both of these. Look at me trying to. Home on Tuesday and Thursday, and completely unsure if she considers selling. Then why am I talking to her? I'm going to throw this. I see a note right here. I'm going to throw this to my junior acquisitions because I want to be primed just to talk to people who are yes or maybe, you know. If I was like raw cold calling where it was, which I'm actually about to do a little bit, I'm gonna do that at 6 o'clock and get through these follow-ups first. Then yeah, I'll call and say what's up. But on this side of the deal, on this side of the system, I want to be talking to sellers and buyers who, you know, have said yes, and we're cultivating that relationship, as opposed to talking to everybody. But you know what? I'm gonna call just in case, because you never know. You never know. You never know.
Hello.
Hey, Linda.
Yes.
Hi, this is Courtney from the Aqua team. I'm calling about your property at York Road. We spoke like 2 years ago. I was telling you I'd give you a call back. All right. I just wonder, are you the owner of the property? And if so, are you interested in selling?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I know I own property on York Road. What are you talking about? Well, how did you get my this number?
I think we gave you a call way back October 2020. We just call people in that Timonium area. We're trying to buy property there.
And what do you do?
We primarily do the wholesale or sign or buy the property, fix it up, and put someone in there to live. That's mainly how we function.
No. We have a commercial building. It's not a private residential.
You know,
okay?
that's probably the problem is I'll update my records then. All right, thank you very much.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, you know what? I wonder what happened right there. I wonder how they got through. But you know what? I still should have pivoted, but she had me on my heels because, which she shouldn't have. I should have been more just chill and relaxed and confident. But it happens. I get nervous sometimes. It happens. Just because it's commercial property doesn't mean it can't be sold. Why? Oh, that's a huge commercial property.